So, Kablam Bandicoot 64 uploaded a new video. It's gonna be good. Of course it is, and it's Kablam! What am I doing with my life? Also, I tried recording this once, but it failed, so frick this capture software.
Hey YouTube, it's me again, Kablam Bandicoot 4 here. Yeah, the audio is shitty. Yeah, I know you're gonna hear some pops and crackles, but I'd rather go for a mic that you all can hear rather than a decent quality mic that nobody can hear.
Then how would you know it's decent quality if you can't hear it?
Anyways, Matthew Davis made a new video. Shocking, I know. He uploads how many a day? But this one's gonna be special. Because not only will Matthew show that he knows nothing about cartoons and nothing about movies, but he also shows he knows nothing about politics. He did a rant on Donald Trump, because that's never been done before.
Okay, I'm tired of this idea that you have to be completely original with YouTube. If it's a relevant issue, why does it matter if it's original?
People ranting on Donald Trump. But I will admit, I too have a less than positive opinion on Donald Trump. I wanted Sanders to win, but because that's probably not going to happen.
Oh yeah, don't tell that to War Corpse. He doesn't like socialism.
I'm going to have to root for Hillary, so... well, we can take what we can get. But anyways, Donald Trump, what can you say about him? He's a racist at heart. He worries so much about the Mexican border, but the Canadian border? No problems with that.
Even though and we'll come back to this later.
But anyways, Matthew, he made a Donald Trump video in typical Matthew Davis fashion.
What do you mean in typical Matthew Davis fashion? You mean he's made other Donald Trump videos? What?
And this is my commentary on it.
Yeah, we can figure that out.
Let's begin.
Fans, this is for you.
So 10 seconds of extremely awkward silence is for your fans. That's just great. I think you have like 3 of them. Maybe 4.
Let's check mass subscribe out real quick. You know, let's give you the benefit of the doubt. Oh, he has about, what, 6.5 times the subs you do? I'm rounding a bit, but still. So, let me think. 4 divided by 6.5, or 3, or how many he said. Kablam doesn't even have a full fan. Wouldn't that joke make sense for someone like me who only has, you have about 10 times as many subs as? And it's 10 times because one of them was my Let's Play account? I'm pathetic, I know. Although, like, you haven't created multiple accounts just to sub to you. I don't do that, though. I create multiple accounts and then have them sub to me as a second thing, so ha.
I think we can read the title, dude. We're not idiots like you assume us to be.
Says the guy who just made an entire long joke about how Matthew Davis knows nothing about politics, even though it's in the title. You explained this to us, and yet it's in the title. Although, granted, I don't think you're not even a full fan, has eyes, so I guess that's helpful.
We get it. You're doing your rant on Donald Trump. Instead, you're using a really generic title screen with very generic music.
There is no less helpful criticism than it's generic.
You're not looking cool, dude. I know you're trying to make yourself look cool, but you're not looking cool.
Yeah, because I'm the pinnacle of coolness, Mr. Kablam Bandicoot 64 with my Powerpuff Girls poster in the background. Yeah, all the gangsters are into that.
Just stop.
Just continue. This is some good music, by the way.
Hello guys, what is up? This is Matthew Davis, the movie lover here, and some people have been asking me about this guy known as Donald Trump.
I love how you just refer to Donald Trump so casually as this guy named Donald Trump.
Well, maybe that's because the last time he was hyperbolic was in his Johnny Test review, which everybody took way too seriously.
Because nobody has ever heard of him, right? I mean,
Is it possible that maybe Matthew Davis has fans outside of the US, and with my experience with news, they tend to focus on the country they're in, of all, and focus on the other stuff as a side account?
I think he has $1 million or something.
It's a pretty small loan if you ask me.
That's a pretty small loan if you ask me.
You stole my joke, past Kablam! You went forward in time and stole my joke. Thank you, I deserve that. You didn't!
Yes, I do know who Donald Trump is. Donald Trump is the guy running for president next year.
Last time I checked, presidents didn't just have 1 year.
That's not what he meant. He meant he'd be president next year. Not that he'd be president only next year.
Because you did say he's running for next year.
Implying he'd go in the White House next year.
Last time I checked, presidents who get elected have at least 4, potentially 8 years of presidency. And plus, the next year thing would only be contextually correct if you said it in 2015.
Even though presidents go into office in late January, the year after they were elected.
Whoever gets elected, they become president this year. So no, it's not going to be next year. It's actually going to be in about 5 months. You really do know nothing about politics, do you?
You know nothing about life.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is positive proof and positive showcasing that this guy is homeschooled.
So, what are you saying? All homeschooled people are dumb? That is usually true.
And don't use autism as an excuse.
No one is.
I have mild autism too, but I was able to go to school just like everybody else.
Except for the people who are homeschooled.
Matthew, you're not looking good here.
Says the guy who... Well, let's look at you. No, you look even worse. Seriously, look at you.
And mainly, he is basically against the other candidate, Hillary Clinton.
A presidential nominee going against another presidential nominee? One who's in a different political race?
Yeah, I'm muting this because he's just being sarcastically unfunny. You're not missing anything. In fact, you're missing anti-stuff. By the way, this worked for Retsy Pray because they were only doing it for 3 seconds. He is still doing the joke while I'm talking, and I've been talking for about 15 seconds.
I just cannot believe that.
Oh, you should. You were the one who was doing it.
Much better president. But no, people are voting for this asshole.
Despite the majority of the polls being conducted actually showing in favor of Hillary?
Even though Matthew meant that people in general were voting for him, not that more people were voting for him?
Yeah, people are gonna vote for Trump, dude, but I know he's won a couple polls, but the majority of polls I see, a lot of people seem to be voting for Hillary. Yeah, I don't think Trump would be a good president either, but Hillary's definitely in the running, dude, and she's doing pretty well. Granted, Trump definitely has more than a fair shot, but...
And he shouldn't, by the way.
The more polls I see, the more chances I see of Hillary getting elected.
Now, I don't really care who wins the election, as long as it's not Donald Trump.
So I take it you're not a Republican?
Well, Matthew Davis is a little bit better than that. Not much.
Though, in all seriousness...
That was a joke?
No shit, dude. We get it. You don't like Donald Trump. Why was that statement necessary?
To express his distaste for Trump. Also, I love how you complain more about that statement, but how you take longer to complain about that statement than Matthew took to say the statement. It took him, what, 5 seconds? Let me just do something. Yep, he's still complaining as we speak, mind ya.
Review of Beavis and Butthead, as long as it's not He Who Shall Not Be Named. I think
He means Ben the Looney, by the way.
everybody on channel knows who I was about to say, but
Maybe... No, it was definitely Ben.
you get the picture.
Alright. What are the reasons why I hate this guy? He's such a fucking asshole. I mean, he doesn't want Canadians coming to America.
Wrong fucking border, dude.
That just sounds like you're trying to be cool. Is it just me?
Anyone who knows anything about Donald Trump knows that he doesn't want the Mexicans coming to America. Okay? Trump is very anti-Hispanic, almost to the point of being racist.
What do you mean almost? And even then, did it ever consider to you that Matthew meant he's against immigration in general? Not just Mexicans? And I hate to inform you, but Canadian immigrants are immigrants too.
He has shown very little, if any, cares about our two Canadian borders, the border between the 48 contiguous states and the border between Canada and Alaska. He has shown very little concern and very little care for those borders. He is all about the Hispanic-Mexican border. Notice how I said Hispanic there? The dude's a racist.
I thought you said he was almost a racist. And you know, as opposed to all those non-Hispanic Mexicans and those non-Mexican Hispanics.
And what are most of the races in Canada? White. So, yeah, you got the freaking country wrong. I don't know if you have to be a political expert to know everything about Donald Trump, but I do know one thing. You don't have to be a political expert to know, hey, Donald Trump, he don't like Mexico.
You know what, you're right. I bet you even my dog knows it. Hey, Bear! Yeah, my dog's name is Bear. Wait, where is he? Yeah, I'm too lazy to care.
He's just so fucking negative all the time. Just trying to get his way and thinks he's gonna be ruler when he becomes president. Alright? And pretty much all this shit that he does, I pretty much think he does it for money. Ooh.
He's a Republican, dude. That's kind of their gist. Giving tax breaks to the rich and giving more taxes to the poor. But that's just the very, very brief sum of how most Republicans are greedy.
Okay, two things. One, I thought Republicans hated taxes in general. Granted, that might be even worse, but still. And two, so basically, how dare Matthew be right about something? He's so horrible for daring to be correct. My God, it just makes me sick. I can't believe I have to say this, but an obvious point is still a good point. Okay? Okay.
You're stating something that's extremely obvious. Not to mention, this is Mr. Small Loan of $1 million we're dealing with here. I think we know that Trump's greedy.
Do I have to repeat myself? No, I don't. Move on.
You're not bringing any new points to the table here, dude.
Like, really. This is gonna piss me off if Donald Trump runs for president. My country, our entire country, is gonna be fucked. And I don't want our country being fucked. I mean, really, Donald Trump would make the worst president ever. Alright? Now, Barack Obama, I'm neutral to, but I will say he's definitely a way better president.
And yet again, you give no real reasons as to why you...
Did it ever consider to you that he was waiting for a different video and trying to stay on topic in this one? Heck, it's possible Matthew had more political videos planned if this one went over well.
feel these ways about these people.
Because he's trying to stay on topic.
You have given me barely any reasons on why you don't like Trump, and most of the reasons you do give me are either incorrect or just show your personal bias or just don't make a lick of sense.
Or dare to be right!
You've shown no real reasons as to why you like Hillary, and now you're showing no real reasons as to why you like Obama. You're making a video about politics. You have to give reasons.
And I'm not sure if Donald Trump's gonna become president. I really hope he doesn't, but
If I were you, I wouldn't fart in the middle of your videos.
Okay, guys, I got this clip-on microphone and I'm gonna drop it in honor of that epic burn. You can't see it, though. Boom, I just dropped the mic! Yeah.
Oops, excuse me.
Please stop talking.
I mean, seriously, it looks like you're farting there. I mean,
Yeah, we got that.
you're obviously using Windows Movie Maker for that pitiful intro of yours. I'm
How do you know?
pretty sure you can edit your videos better than this dude. I mean, I don't use Vegas, even though I technically have it downloaded, just because of
Good to know. I don't care.
the simplicity of Movie Maker, but you don't have to have Vegas to just do simple editing like that. I mean, this is Christian levels of bad editing.
So we're at what? Christian 73.0?
It really is.
I don't know what I'm gonna do if he becomes president.
Something tells me it's going to involve making another shitty rant.
I'll just be out of the country, to be honest with you all. I don't know why I need to tell you that.
Let's just hope to God that he doesn't. You wanna know what pisses me off the most about it? He has so many supporters. So many fucking supporters that just doesn't make any sense. Why are people voting for the fucking bad guy here?
Maybe that's because they like him?
Silly Kablam. No one really likes Donald Trump.
I mean, he is a presidential candidate. There's obviously going to be some people who like him.
Well, actually, my theory is that Donald Trump only got publicity because of all the other Republican candidates, basically keeping him from being the winner. Basically keeping Ted Cruz from winning. And that led to Donald Trump being the most publicitable, and there were all those hipsters who are like, yo, man, I'm voting for Trump because he's not mainstream, and neither am I, man. If you be a by the way, if you're a hipster, get off of my account. I don't want you here. Go. Leave.
Maybe other candidates, which you haven't mentioned, by the way,
Like Hillary Clinton. Oh, wait.
like Cruz or Sanders haven't gotten the same following, but still people voted for them, at least in their primaries in the States. You probably don't even know they do primaries in the States.
Because I can read your mind through the internet.
Do you? Oh, and one more thing. People not liking Donald Trump and you complaining about it and getting your panties in a wad?
Oh, epic. I have to redrop this microphone. I gotta freaking defy gravity.
Sort of reminds me of like how you did that with people liking Johnny Test. With
I swear, my commentary on his re-review of Johnny Test mentioned Johnny Test less.
you not liking it. You haven't changed a bit after all, have you?
When did he say he did?
I mean, seriously. Donald Trump is nothing more than a famous douchebag. And that's pretty much all that really needs to be said.
No, there isn't. There's a lot more things that need to be said.
Okay, he's a Republican. That's it. That's all that needs to be said. That and what Matthew said is all.
There's a lot more famous douchebags in this world than Mr. Trump.
Okay, I was originally going to say the people he listed, but then I realized, so what? Does that disprove what Matthew was saying at all? No.
Let's count some. Kanye West,
How does that disprove Matthew's point?
Kim Kardashian,
She's not running for president.
Weston Sharpest.
Weston, you're not famous.
But
Matthew is more famous than you.
seriously, throughout the course of this entire video, you've given no reasons as to why you don't like Donald Trump.
A valid reason and a reason aren't the same thing.
That aren't fake, that aren't bogus, that aren't realistic at all. You've given no real reasons.
Or the one that he dared to be right on. I'm sorry, I just can't get over that. Kablam, you might want to pull this video because I think I'm going to start using that joke way more often because of you.
None. In a video about politics. Politics. You have to know what you're talking about here, man. People take politics a lot more seriously than cartoons, bro.
Like me, Weston Sharpenson, the guy with the Powerpuff Girls poster in the back of his room. I seriously can't get over that.
You can't do something like this.
There, you got my opinion on Donald Trump? Yeah.
He just did. Ooh, I gotta drop the mic again. I'm not even using it, so I guess I can just...
Donald Trump is really gonna screw up, alright? He is going to ruin our country, alright? Why is he doing this? Why is he such an asshole? Why is he such a heartless douche? Just really, he's just like Justin Bieber. Like an old version of Justin Bieber.
So you're saying that Mr. Trump is similar to a Canadian douchebag?
Yes, that's what he said.
Look, the only presidential candidate that's even close to being similar to Justin Bieber is maybe Ted Cruz. And that's only because they have terrible reputations and they're Canadian.
Because Donald Trump's reputation is just so flawless. I mean, oh wait.
But even he's not even running anymore. How is
Justin Bieber was running? I know that's not what he meant. That was a joke.
Donald Trump similar to Justin Bieber? One's a pop star and one's a politician. And
Even though you just compared Ted Cruz to Justin Bieber, and Ted Cruz is, come over here. Actually don't. I don't want you near me. A politician.
a billionaire. Sure, they're both douchebags, but really, there's a lot of douchebags in this world, dude.
So what? What's the point?
Justin Bieber and Donald Trump do not
Donald Trump? I thought we were talking about Donald Trump. Okay, who's this Donald I keep hearing about?
intertwine.
But I don't need to get into him, but pretty much... My god, this is just bullshit. And people are fighting over... The haters are fighting the supporters, and the supporters are fighting the haters. I mean, really.
I know. It's almost like we're dealing with politics here. Dun, dun. Though, seriously, no fucking shit.
How dare you be right?
People just need to grow the fuck up.
Oh, Epic Wreckage 7, 8, 9, 10. Because that's how old you are.
I mean, really, I just... What do I think of him? This is what I think of him right here. Yep.
Says the guy who just made a really good bunny picking a nose joke.
Fuck Donald Trump. You know, he would just make a terrible president. I don't know why.
He's even running. That's the thing. I don't even know why he's fucking running.
Then why did you play so much of it if that's the entire view in a nutshell?
But pretty much, I hope this doesn't happen. This shit is gonna be going off. Whatever, but pretty much, fuck Donald Trump in the ass. That's pretty much all I have to say.
So that's the video. I'm just gonna end it right there. I'm Matthew Davis. This is probably your worst video yet.
No, man, his Johnny Test review is worse than this. His freaking Gravity Falls finale review is worse than this. His Tetris Let's Play is worse than this. And now I'm getting to that video.
Not just because you just
By
don't
the way, I call dibsies on his Tetris World Let's Play.
have any good opinions, but because you don't have any valid facts.
Except for the ones you said were right.
Not decently told opinions like you don't show in any of your other shitty fucking videos.
Oh, real mature there, mister. You have to be completely mature in a YouTube video.
But any facts about Donald Trump.
I thought we were talking about Donald Trump. Sorry.
None. You don't talk about his relationship with the Muslims. You don't talk about any of the things he says. You don't.
Except for him being against immigration, which is something he says. By the way, it's said, or says, not says. Says what you need to say. Says what you need to say.
Don't talk about how he's just a complete hypocrite on Twitter. You talk about none and you give no examples. Instead, you just say, I don't like him because he's an asshole. Fuck Donald Trump. No, Matthew. Fuck you.
Real mature, mister. You gotta be mature.
You would not make a good politician, and You're certainly not a good YouTuber.
Oh God, I gotta see that now. Matthew Davis, the politician. Freaking, I'd sub to that channel by default. Am I the only one who would?
I'm Kablam Bandicoot 64, and I'm here to make YouTube great again. In my own special way.
By making YouTube a billion times worse. Real mature. Okay, I'm done. So anyway, final thoughts? I checked the comments and I realized that there was a delusional guy named James Levers. And to this man, start making videos. I need some more material. Oh, who am I kidding? With Kablam on YouTube, or with Matthew on YouTube, and with so many more people on YouTube, I have infinite material. What's up with the amazing atheist face in the thumbnail? Seriously. Anyway, I'm Sifro Joe, and I'll see you all in the darker before.